What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Shop Talk Tuesday. So if you're new to this video series, what this is all about is a commentary based type thing where I hit a hot topic for the channel, whether it be a comment or question on the YouTube comments or something on my Facebook page, and I talk about it. Then we go into what we have working in the shop that might be making it into the daily videos, but might not be making it into the daily videos, stuff like that. Then we go into a viewer's knife section where I talk about a viewer's knife, show y'all a picture of it. And remember, y'all got to send me pictures of your knives in order to be a part of that. And a lot of y'all have, so keep them coming. Now, after we do that, we go into a thing in my shop that I use on a daily basis that makes my life easier as a creator. Now, what I'll typically do is if I have a new tool or something like that, I'll talk about that then. If I don't have a new tool, I don't talk about something for that section because y'all have already seen most of my tools in the shop over the past Shop Talk Tuesdays that we've had. Now, what I want to do, I want to hop into the hot topic for the channel, and this is going to be something a lot of y'all are going to be interested in because a lot of y'all have asked this particular question. So the question is, can I get one of those heirloom knives? Can you make me one of those? Can I purchase that knife? Nope. You can't purchase that knife because that knife was a custom knife for somebody, and it was using their dad's file, that's like a 30-year-old file, and it was going to be an heirloom piece to go to their son. So it's going to go through 3 generations, and then that son's going to give it to his son. So that particular knife was a custom build for a customer. Now, can you get a knife like that? Yes, but in a very limited supply. So I'll only make a few of those a year, primarily because the files that I use to make those knives are a very special file. They're not a file that you can get, just go into the store and you get one of them, go to a little swap meet, find one, oh dang, I'm gonna buy that and have Eric turn it into a knife. So the ones that I use for that particular knife, like that make it stand out, the reason why a lot of people want it is because it's over 1/4 of an inch thick. So it's a very thick file. A lot of people want that. You know, I've made a few of the rivulets out of regular files and they do great as well, but everybody wants that really thick file, and I'm going to talk about that. Now, when it comes to that particular file, they are very few and far between because it is a Nicholson file, made in the USA, 1/4 inch thick, and they don't make them anymore. You can't buy a new one and have it done. You've got to find a vintage or an antique file and have me make a knife out of that one. The reason why that's so hard is because they don't tell you the dimensions that you need in order to know what to look for whenever you're buying one of those files. And I'm going to tell you why here. So, this right here. This is a regular file that you will see in most people's shops. It's a good size file. They make them a lot smaller than this. This is just a regular size 12-inch file. Nothing, you know, big about it, small about it. This right here is at 1/8 inch thick and very thin here. So you can't make that same knife out of this, of course. So you might be thinking, well, I'll just buy a big file. Well, that's a big file. I mean, look. It's quite a bit bigger than this little file. It's a little bit thicker. 1/8 inch, 3/16. That's not the right file either. And this one's made in Mexico, not in America. And it is a Nicholson. It is a Nicholson file, but made in Mexico. They have the ones that are made in China, Mexico, Brazil. That's not what we're looking for. Plus, it's only 3/16 thick. What we need is this guy. This is a 20-inch file. You can see how far apart my hands are. This is a 20-inch file, a very thick file. Give you an idea there. Little bitty file, not little bitty file. That's the difference. So this file right here is classified as an antique file, a vintage file, because like I said, they don't really make these anymore. And the reason why these are so hard to find is because they give you the dimensions on the files. They give you the length, so from here to here. They give you the width here, but nobody tells you the thickness because it's not important on a file. The thickness is not, that doesn't really do anything for you unless you're going to make a knife out of it. So you might be ordering a whole bunch of these thinking you're going to get this, but you're going to get a bunch of 3/16 inch thick ones, not 1/4 inch thick or over 1/4 inch thick. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is so that y'all don't just decide, okay, well, I'm going to go to eBay, Etsy, I'm going to start looking for auctions, all this stuff to try and get files to send for me to make you a knife. Because 90% of the time, you're going to get the wrong file. In order to get these two files, I had to order 35 files to get two. Now, those particular, the 33 of them, those are going to get gifted to friends of mine that actually do knife making and machine stuff and all that. So I want to share the wealth with a lot of those files. But 35 just to get these two. That's a lot of searching and hoping that you get the right stuff. Because again, nobody tells you the measurement that you're looking for, which is the over 1/4 inch thick. Now, I can make knives out of all kinds of different files, but that's what I'm looking for whenever I'm going to be doing it. It's just not easy, and that's why I only make a few of them a year because of the amount of legwork that it takes to actually get one. Now, hopefully that answers your question on if you're going to be able to get one of these or not. And of course, both of these are already sold. I've got a couple of more possibly coming. It's just gonna be whenever they show up, I'll either know whether it works or it doesn't work, because again, you couldn't tell on the auction that I did for it. But yeah, that pretty much ends that section though, so hopefully that does answer a few of y'all's questions about the heirloom knives and being able to get one. I do have them priced on my Facebook page, so go check that out if you want to try and get one or get put on the list to get one. There you go. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the shop. We have a few things happening in the shop, and I'm showing pretty much all of them to y'all because we're doing the daily vlog, but let's take a peek at a few things that aren't going to be making it into the vlogs. So for one, this guy. This is another military knife that I'm doing. So it's just a little bit different version of it. Move the hole up just a hair on the actual knife itself, but that one right there is one that we're going to be doing. I've got another one that is over here that I'm not going to be putting on there. And then I had one that I finished. This was for PBO, plant-based outdoors. Got an edge on it. Went ahead and acid etched the whole entire spine and belly and everything. That's one that I'm doing for him. So just another kind of YouTube collab. And I've got another one of those that I'm going to be doing right here for him, plus a larger one. The larger one I'm going to film so y'all can actually see that. I am going to be taking this little piece of scrap rasp. I'm going to make an EDC scalpel out of that. So I'll be showing y'all this. This is going to be one video. I'm not going to do multiple videos. I think if I do 2 videos, it'll be, the second video will just be making a sheath for it and things like that. But this right here, I'm going to do all in one video and have that for y'all. It'll be pretty simple because I'm not going to have to heat treat this or anything. So y'all will be able to see me make a knife that technically only took about 2 hours to make. So we got that one happening. And then on tomorrow's video, we'll be finishing up these right here, edge, kydex sheath, all that stuff. So be looking forward to that. Now, I do have some bigger things coming. For one, I am going to be making a knife out of this stock right here. This is 80 CRV2. Excited about working with this. that's going to be a pretty big knife. It is going to be that knife right there. So this handle is pretty close to the Wanderer that I made, but we're going to have a full-size camp knife blade on it. So that's going to be one that I'm going to do, and this is about 1.5 inches longer than that knife. So that knife had a beefier handle and not a super long blade. This has beefy handle and beefy blade. So we'll have that, and then I am going to be doing an even bigger one. This chopper right here, that's going to be out of this piece of 5160 that I've got over here. This is going to be an 11-inch long knife, so that's going to be a beefy knife. And that leads me into the viewer's knife section, because the viewer's knife is what made me go, man, I need to make a big old chopping knife. Because this person's knife is massive, and it is that knife. So this is by Neil, I'm going to mess this name up, Bleeker, that name right there. So this knife right here is his interpretation of a Bowie knife. This is 14 inches overall length. 14 inches. I don't know if y'all have held a 14-inch knife. That is massive. So big old Bowie knife. Love the way that he did the design of this one. It's a beautiful knife. It's got zebra wood brass on the handles. That's a beautiful knife. The sheath is beautiful. Everything about this is awesome. What I do like is what he named it and who he dedicated it to. So, for one, what he named it was the Victor. That's just a cool name. I like that name for any knife, pretty much anything. The Victor, that's really cool. And it was dedicated to his father. They did a lot of stuff together, and he just wanted to dedicate that knife to him. So I love anytime someone has a family tie to something that they create. So Neil, thank you for sending us that picture so that you could actually let everybody see it. And guys, tell him what you think about it in the comment section. Now, for the next part, the thing that I use in the shop that makes my life easier as a creator, don't really have much. It's pretty much just everything that I use in the shop right now because I haven't really got anything new. One of the things that I'm working on right now is I'm restoring a ball peen hammer. It was one of the ones that I used to do the texture on the 5160 knife that y'all saw. I'm going to be redoing the handle on it, and then that will be something that I'll talk to y'all about. But for right now, that's pretty much the end of this one. And guys, thank y'all for coming by and checking this out. If you would, give this video a thumbs up, share this video or one of my build videos that might be your favorite, and maybe think about hitting that little subscribe button right there and turning on the notification bell so you get notified of tomorrow's video when we complete this guy, or whenever I do these big choppers or something like that. And remember, 10,000 subscribers, we're doing a giveaway, EDC bag, EDC knife, and some EDC essentials. That's what we're going to be doing. Guys, thank y'all for coming by and spending your time with me. Y'all have an amazing day. I'll catch y'all next time.